And now, whenever I get to that bit to write it, it's like hysterics.
Righty-ho. Okie dokie. Right, I said I was going to put it on pause before you open the next door, so that's good. So, Gastus has opened the door to the next room, and I can say a single bunk, its mattress sagging and decayed, slumps against the southwest wall of this bedroom. A desk covered with old scrolls sits to them.
Ah, Mistress Sasras, another room for you, it would seem. And Gastus will step to one side and gesture in an incredibly grandiose manner.
And I will fall for it and just go running right in. What am I looking for?
I'm thinking we need to get you a hat, Gastus.
Oh, not good.
Oh, would it have a large feather in it?
Whoa. We have company.
So I wasn't allowed to move at all, or I saw that as.
Oh, that's because you went to move into stat and it put you on top of the NPC I was just adding to the map.
Now I know who Eddie from Iron Maiden's married to.
Okay, since I had already ran forward through the door, does that still count, or can I just stay where I am?
Well, you could. Oh, hello, everyone. Betty's Frawl. Ooh, I'm going to take that literally.
Hang on.
No, Gas stepped to the door. He said something about a desk. There's cool stuff here, and I went running forward. So, do you count that, or would we not have done that?
Yeah. I'll get you to. Well, Gastus might have not noticed the individual. Maybe they seem to fade out of the shadows. Okay,
Thanks,
so.
Magdo.
Ah, I see. People, living beings have entered the castle. Welcome, my quarter.
You're rather more softly spoken than I expected from your appearance.
Gastus will peer around the side of the door and look her up and down, and then just step back round the side of the door again, shaking his head. I like this place less and less with every door we open.
Well, you could try stop opening doors.
I have a proposal for you.
I don't.
Gastinius, this is your line. You know, she's got a proposal for you.
I suspect you are in need of. I suspect, like others before you, you are here searching for information about Kazavon, his last days, or at his last days, or possibly the doom that had come to Mandravus. That's at least what's happened in the past. But I will most helpfully share that information with you for a price.
My side-eye Gastinius says, "You're usually our spokesman." I go, "So what's your price?"
It's actually going to be a bit meta, actually. So the answer there, but basically, it's quite simple. My price is blood. I will drink from one of you for the equivalent of 4 game rounds.
Hell no. Not opening a vein.
Do you require like human blood or animal blood, or like we've got a variety here? You might want to be a little more freaking specific.
It has to be sentient and humanoid.
Ooh, I'm glad this is not Virillium.
And it can't be him, she says, pointing at Thaddeus.
Yes, I was going to say, I was about to volunteer, but you're going to say no, aren't you? Yeah, I thought so. That's just exactly what I was about to say.
He's not as pale as I, but his blood would do me no good. I have much information I would share.
Yeah, she's a vampire.
Gastus closes the door.
She most certainly is not. She is most certainly not a vampire, and deeply offended at any implication that she is a vampire.
She's a corpse that wants to drink blood, and she's deeply offended at being called a vampire.
I'm just look at what she is.
Right, let's just work on the assumption that we really don't need any of her information, Gastus says, having closed the door.
Yeah, but wasn't she talking about that? Isn't that the information we came for about what's his name and his last days?
No, not really. We're here to retrieve the Blade Serithtiel.
But, the
The guy she won't drink from.
castle was invaded, was it not?
Yes.
Right, and in the ensuing war, everybody got killed.
Yes.
And now the castle is dimensionally locked to stop anybody from leaving, even when you're dead.
Are you aiming to get to a point at some point?
Well, the point is this: we have to find all 4 people, don't we? We have to kill all 4 invaders or all 4 lieutenants. Well, I don't know if they were on their side or his side.
She one of them?
To unchain. Well, that's the point, is she? Because we might have to kill her to unchain him. Because without unchaining him, we can't kill him because he won't die. He won't pass on.
Well,
he's already undead anyway. You literally cannot kill him. You can't harm him.
I'm not sure that this is a spirit first red war his thirst. Certainly, well, I don't want to assume the pronouns of the creature in there, but certainly looks like it once was female. Second foe, infernal soul waits high in tower cold. I'm rather sure that was the demon that we killed in the tower.
Yes.
In Kennel's grime,
Only
third
because of the
bites
height.
his time, then vents his killing breath. I have a feeling the dragon in the kennels might be the thing with the killing breath.
You saw through the window. You were moving about.
And then on a stone mid-ashen bone, the final dreams of death. There wasn't any ashen bone in there, so no stone either. And to be honest, she doesn't seem to have decided to try and leave the room now that I've closed the door in her face. So I'm thinking we might just be able to leave her there and go and try and do something more productive.
I would like to point out that I am not one of the soulbound. But I am. My deal is good, but if you don't wish to take it, then you can.
I don't think I got enough blood to be helpful, and I backpedal really fast.
You don't want a hairball. I hide behind sassafras.
Gastus closes the door in her face again, saying, "No hawkers, no circulars." Which way does the door open, by the way? Does it open into the room we're in or into the room she's in?
Probably into the room she is, for argument's sake.
Okay. So I can't, stick a chair under the handle and bar it. Never mind.
This is kind of meta, but this just tells you that when there's a player, there's different playing styles. We have a player who would have already stepped up and volunteered because he just does that.
Well, the funny thing is, I thought about doing it because I'm dead anyway. Well, I'm not. Well, I'm touched. But no, I'm going to want it. If we're going to do this, I'm going to want it in writing. Everything in writing, please, beforehand.
She doesn't want your blood. Do you feel rejected?
Nope.
Is that hurting your
Relieved.
feelings, Thaddeus?
Yeah. Well, if we get desperate, I suppose we can come back. But in the meantime, I think we should go somewhere else.
Jolly good idea.
Notice Gastinius is already moving.
To be perfectly honest, I think I prefer my chances with the dragon.
Well, Gastinius, it's just not like you to be, so.
I missed that. Where was the dragon? I didn't see a dragon.
Our genius told me about it.
Does of course mean
Oh.
you. Does of course mean you won't. You can't get. You won't get to that room there.
So
Well,
what was
come
her
back.
name then?
It began with an S.
Began with an S.
No, it didn't. Oh, I can't bloody remember.
Let me guess. That's the room
Yeah,
that's
but
full of treasure, is it, Kev? That we've missed another room of treasure. Never mind, eh?
He seems to like telling us about them.
Yep.
Only because he looks at them after they've left.
Oh.
You know.
No, it's just. I'm not complaining. It's just funny.
He's here to save Korvosa, his hometown. That's.
That completely failed. Oh, you unlocked it. Yes. Oh,
Yeah, there's no point whatsoever in having money.
I don't want to be on two maps. It's easier to unlock you on that map. So as you all come up the stairs, you'll all automatically appear on the other map. I can control what's going on.
I think you'll have to move familiars through because Majenko didn't get. Oh.
Well, what should happen is it should ask me, and then I have to say yes for NPCs. Although you're managing to miss it. There we go. Go, come on. Oh, you have to say yes, don't you? That's why it's not. That. Deal with everyone. I did spread out. Oh.
Now, what's going to be the easiest way to get where we need to go? Tricky.
I've lost my sense of direction. We've got turned around in this place.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out where we are relative to what's on the ground floor. If we've gone upstairs rather than downstairs here.
You've gone up.
That might be why I'm confused.
Yeah, I thought I was going downstairs. My mistake.
We're back on the roof again.
You were on the first floor. Those stairs you went up took you back up to the second floor. What I'm missing. Let's see if I can work out where it is and if I can add it in. What I am missing. A teleport on the set of stairs.
By the way, when we were in that last room, didn't she kind of accidentally show her hand?
She was showing quite a lot in that dress, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, here's the thing. When I was when I said to her whether or not she's one of the people, one of the invaders, that we need to unlock, she blatantly denied that she had anything to do with it.
Well, yes, indeed. She said she wasn't one of the trapped souls, which means.
So, in other words, she must be one. She must be actually one of the guy's minions. So she'll be on Kazavon's side.
Oh, potentially.
All of the trap minions were probably on his side. It was his castle.
Yes.
In fact, you would know the answer to that question if you asked her. She'd tell you the answer if you pay the price.
Well, I know that's the point. I'm just saying that was probably not a good idea.
Right, now, you are in E1. The northwest flight of stairs leads up to E9. The southeast flight of stairs leads down to area E5.
I think the stairs down to the... yes, these ones. I think these are the ones, if I remember rightly.
I'm going to unlock the tokens on that map then. Go back to this map. It is annoying multiple. It is annoying multiple levels. Yeah, oh, good. That's good. If you say move a bit works. Okay, you're back in the courtyard.
Ah, yes.
Be fair.
I didn't come through, sadly.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting dragon.
Especially as those doors are open. So
Yes,
have a look.
and they were open before as well.
They were indeed.
This is where our junior said the big dragon is.
Where? Where?
Which way did they go? I was okay.
We are looking at E20. Okay. This was the other page I forgot to read. Oh my god, it's a full page. It's a 2.5 pages. 2 whole pages of the book. Right. Where's my glasses? So much for the prep time today. Okay. It's just nice. I did read this, I just need to remind myself. Okay, so yes, sorry, I'm really there. So if you,
Oh, you're gonna need to catch Rudy and our junior up to us.
yeah, no, I just need to. You can move them over. I just have to say yes to the request when it happens. And missed it for that one. There we go. Right, all good. Okie dokie. So.
Okay. This is confusing me.
You keep telling us how intelligent you are, and that
Oh, this
training.
is me as a human
right.
being player.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean the letting you be able to move between maps is useful, but can be confusing at the same time. I will admit that. I do like the portals when they work because it does, for this place where you can go all over the place. Having set up all the portals is a godsend, except it means everyone has windows opening up on them. Okay, I know what I'm up to now.
You guys should see the state of me right now. The keyboard's leaning against the dock sideways.
This large chamber, perhaps once a stable or kennel, has been gutted. Wooden partitions that may have been stalls lie shattered and burned, leaving only divots in the walls, floor and ceiling, and a few stone support pillars. The floor is a tangle of broken beams, during dung heaps crawling with vermin, and the occasional gleam of polished bone. The whole chamber is shadowy and dim. Darkness is almost palpable. Indeed.
Sorry, it felt like that was needed.
Yes. It did really, didn't it? I won't deny that. Although surely it's more about
yeah, I thought it was under a token, but I think I'm teleported somewhere else.
Yeah, you are in a different place.
There we go.
Oh, more pop-ups. And,
you moved back.
Somewhere else now. And now I'm somewhere else. I'm going backwards.
Oh, okay. Right, I'm going to close that map.
Right, teleport again.
There we go.
And then I'll use my gadget to find me.
Well, very well. This would be the kennels. Look out for the venting killing breath, says Gastus, and steps in.
Okay, go on then. Step in. Yeah. I need to turn that on. Has to be a sleeping dragon in here.
Gastus, when he sees the sleeping dragon, turns around and raises one finger to his lips, pointing at everybody else, and starts moving on tiptoe.
Yes, sneaky, sneaky time.
But isn't this something you wanted to kill? So, you know, it's kind of mean to not wake it up before you kill it.
Gastus does not dignify that with a response and sneaks towards the dragon.
Also sneaky.
Don't tempt me, Destinius. Don't tempt me.
I'd like an athletics check, please. Okay. Are
I'm
you happy with a 30?
Yes, I'm happy with the 30. I am, yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, the dragon doesn't get to interrupt you as you try sneaking.
So it's awake then, not asleep.
It was faking being asleep. It was pretending to be asleep in an attempt to ambush you. However, it's still going first on cards on the 10 of diamonds, unless anyone wants to spend pennies.
I think I might, somehow.
I'm going to look at what cards I've got here.
Oh, balls.
Okay.
Oh, I will as well. So we both managed to get 8s. Not that it helped.
I was just wondering that, actually. Good point. Where's his stats gone? Oof. Come on. He's a big complicated character. It's taking a while to open his character sheet up. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Yes, but on your go, you get to make a fear check at -2. Right. In the meantime, I think the first thing I'm going to do is seeing something running towards me. Is multi-action.
Cool, that means it's not breathing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hang on, no. What am I talking about? I don't need to multi-action. I can just do that. Yeah, that's easier.
Oh, so that was a double one there.
Right, I don't know why the multi-action penalty is still in there. Illuminations and affected. So that's a 7. So that entangles you both. Actually, I do know why I said. I do know why I said multi-action. So it is meant to be a multi-action. So first action is to entangle you both. Makes it a 5, which is still entangling you. Sorry, getting my own plans here. I was multi-actioning because I was going to cast it twice. Then I remembered I don't need to cast it twice.
What kind of entangling property is it?
That's a very good question.
Just for flavour reasons, I'm curious at what's tangled me up.
Gastus's bennies appear to be low. Please, Mr. GM, let the bennies flow.
Thank you, Tank Girl. I think I'm going to need them.
That conviction you probably are sitting on would probably help more.
It's probably, ironically, it's going to probably, because of the name of the actual dragon, I am right in thinking what it is. Probably shadowy negative energy.
Really?
It's probably more negative energy, actually, because they They reside on the netherworlds that spawn them when not on their native plane. They seek areas that mimic its darkened depths. Solitary predators. Incorporeal by tearing the essence of undead souls. So it's probably sort of it's shadow, but it's not shadow. I'm going to say it's like evil shadow, if that makes it. Something wrong about it.
Evil shadow.
Well, I'm not evil shadow, but I can't describe it. It's not the shadows that are friendly to you, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, how convenient! That's one of your favourite tricks.
It's not a shadow that is caused by light being blocked by an object. It's the darkness that is quicker than the light that is there before the light gets there.
Oh, how very Pratchett.
Indeed, and something's definitely having a sulk because my combat tracker is taking my PC's doing anything. Now, I'm trying to reward you with Benny, but he won't let me. I love that. It's perfectly Pratchett. And the point is, although it's shadow, it still affects you because it's the nature of things, isn't it?
Well, we have the plane of shadows, which is adjacent to the prime plane, and then we have the negative energy plane.
Indeed, so it's probably
It
does mean for
shadows
Leia
imbued with negative energy. Few power
but it does mean that
points.
Leia is definitely standing inside shadows for teleporting out.
Yeah.
Oh, if you remember, it did say the whole area is dim, and there is a global dim effect on. So yes, that is most certainly the case. Anyway, sorry, you lost my train of thought there. 2 power points, 3 power points, 2 power points, 5 power points, 6 power points that cost me. Okay, and with you entangled, we think. Think for a second. Now there's a floor above him. I don't know. He must have to go out of the double. That's why the doors were open so he can fit it out, isn't it? Obviously. And for his second action, he wouldn't necessarily know. Oh no, let's just eat you. It's easier. Trying to be too clever here. Has he got a tactics listed? No, that's. I'm going to spend a penny on that. It would appear my dice suck today. Oh well, there we go. So Leia, you get to make a fear check at -2.
-1.
Why?
Because I'm a paladin.
Fair enough.
It's not obeying me. Okay, there it is.
Fail.
I may Benny that.
You have to roll on the fear table with +2 modifier.
Can I Benny it to see if it can pass?
Of course you can. It is a straight roll.
Oops. Good God, I just accidentally gave myself -14. That's a bit much. Better.
We dinged him for the attacks there. Well, he still would have missed anyway, but yeah. That is definitely something missing in the stat block.
That's better.
You could also have SWAT as well, which, yeah, I might have to. I mean, a 5 and a 4 still would have missed.
Is that because you were studying hard for exams?
So, let's see. I'm just fixing mistakes.
Fixing your snakes.
Oh wait, this isn't actually happening. That's better. That's how it should be. Right. But don't worry, that is not canon. That's me just testing that I've actually fixed all it. That's me fixing the fact that he was getting -4 and dim, which he shouldn't be. Okay, so you are not wiggling your cloves at the sight of the dragon.
No.
So you're all good. What do you want?
But you are still entangled.
You are still entangled.
But you can just bump out of it.
Yeah, I was thinking about
we did set a precedent that bouncing out of entanglement is logical because the point is you are magically moving yourself rather than trying to physically move.
Yes. I think I shall bamf to the opposite side of it, so I'm behind it, please.
Oh, fine. You can move up. You can move up to 12 inches.
I want to attack it when I get there, and then I can always physically move after that.
Okay. After there.
Let me just pay my power points.
Is that a limited free action or a action?
Yes, it is limited free action.
Mythic
Fine.
power.
No, it's fine. I just like to understand these things. I know you.
I'm pretty sure
well
all
enough
of my powers are limited free actions.
I think they are because they're mystic powers. Yeah.
Right, so a couple of points off that. And then onto there. Put a pounce on. Has that gone on?
Yeah.
Can you take entangled off, please?
I want to.
But I want you to.
There we go.
Thank you.
I really didn't want to.
I forgot to add my +2 damage.
He's not undead.
But you said he was. Oh well, of course, 2 wounds anyway.
No, he's not undead. He's a sleek, dark dragon that moves with disturbing serpentine grace. Its eyes glowing as if lit from within by crimson.
But he would be dimensionally locked.
I'm really
Because
I'm really hating my dice today. That's better.
You still hit it with a raise though, so you can make it vulnerable or distracted.
I think I'm going to make it. Well, everyone else has got to go yet, so I'll make it vulnerable. If I back off, will it get an attack of opportunity?
No, because Savage Worlds doesn't have attacks of opportunity. It will, however, get a free attack.
Oh, that is. Yeah, don't have me back off then.
Sorry, I was just being a dick.
What I meant, you bloody pedant.
I know, which is why I was giving you a pedant answer, but yes, because attacks of opportunity are definitely a game we don't play. Yes.
Majenko is staying well out of the way. I think, in fact, Majenko is going to go like there.
Majenko has to make a fear check first.
Okay. Well, if he fails the fear check, he'll go in the opposite direction.
Because he'll just fly away. Yeah.
Let me just
to be honest, he'll go out the door and fly straight up. Problem then is
my
then I have to
my fantasy count is very low.
Then I have to add the gargoyles to them.
That's just a spirit roll, so if it was at -2, that's a fail.
That's a fail.
It's only at -1 if he's within 12 inches of me.
Then it's a pass. He's all right.
It's a pass. He's okay. There we go.
He'll still just think, I think staying over here is a really good idea. And I will end my turn. If it will let me. Come on. There.
Yes,
Go, Gaster.
Okay.
Black shadowy tendrils of slightly negative energy seem to be holding you tight. But you're too busy wiggling yourself at the moment.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Right, we're going to have to do a multi-action then, because I
does
want
your
to get out of
paladin
this.
anti-fear aura work on yourself? I don't mind. Like, I
Well-
thought it was very much about helping others, not yourself.
Yeah, but it kind of it doesn't really make sense that the paladin boosts everybody else's bravery and then runs off himself.
But he's
without
brave
bonus,
Sir
doesn't
Robin,
it?
isn't he?
When he's got kill evil as a power.
Yeah,
I am joking, by the way. I'm just joking. I just wanted to get a brave Sir Robin joke in, but I didn't get the chance
Fair
for
enough.
someone.
and buggering off and chickening out. Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking about. I've got to attack evil, but I'll be over here while you.
yes. So as these tendrils are reaching out to kind of try and pin Gastus in place, he's going to sort of limbo underneath them and try and get out from underneath them.
Okay.
So I will put myself on a multi-action, and if I get out, I will go and splat the dragon. Well, I do get out,
You
so I
do.
shall then spring forwards.
Really could have done with the raise there, because then you'd still be bound. You'd have been bound and now entangled.
I would, wouldn't I? And I'm as I spring forward, I shall say, "You'll pay for that." Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay.
Giving me a +2 to hit it. And then I shall wild attack as well. Go on, apply. And I shall use my martial flexibility to take Giant Killer. Or in this case, Dragon Slayer. Okay, so it's vulnerable, and I've hit it with a raise, and I've got Giant Killer, so give me a second while I alter my attack. One short. Curses. I think that's worth a penny, though. One short. Curses. I don't think that's worth a penny, though. And then then I'll hit it with my other weapon as well. I will put on the raise as it's a Giant Killer anyway. That'll do.
Well, indeed. I'll have to soak that, won't I? Oh, now I get the good roll. I shall back us.
And then I shall spend 1 power point giving out a soothing word so that I am no longer vulnerable.
Vulnerable from you.
I'm removing the vulnerable from myself, yes.
It's fine with your soothing word. Yeah, no problem at all. Here we
Now,
go.
our genius already passed a fear check against this dragon.
Doesn't need to roll again then.
I was going to say, do they count as jaded for those purposes. So
Well, otherwise, every time you look at it, you'll be panicking.
yeah, so Argenia is going to fly in next to Majenko and put a wing over Majenko and sort of whisper in Draconic, "It's all right. It's only a big un. The bigger they are, the harder Gastus makes them fall."
Oh,
Good stuff. Thaddeus.
I will go on hold.
You will go on hold. Sassafras.
Okay, Sassafras already knows there's a dragon in there, so I'm going to spend some conviction. And then she's going to take a deep breath and step through the door.
Okay. Sassafras's token ring got very large there for some apparent reason.
Yeah, that was kind of. And now I can't quite see it here, so let me move a little more so I can see the dragon.
Now you get to make your fear check at -2, but with your conviction.
At -1. Except actually,
Minus-
I don't think Sassafras is that impressed by Gastus, so maybe she should take the full -2.
So
You're a paladin,
I'm
you can't
getting
turn it
rolled
off and on
here,
like that.
so do I need to fill in the -2? Thank you.
If you type sort of, roll fear space -2, that would do it.
Now, it wasn't so much that Gastus would have been turning off his ability to inspire people, more that Sassafras would be turning off the ability to be inspired.
Somehow I don't think that dragon scared me.
No, I think it's just your gnomish curiosity and wonder at seeing new things is overriding
Ooh,
any
something
dragon.
new. Let me see if this works. And I will spend the extra power points. I presume that's a hit with raise.
It's a hit with a raise.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no. How many ones?
Activate my raise. There ain't that many ones on the damn dice, I'm telling you. Oh, wait.
That would have shaken the dragon, but arcane resistance nobbled it, I'm afraid.
And then I'm going to go and hide behind the pillar. You know, I tried. Because I still had a little bit of move left.
Negative energy breath weapon, so yeah, he's a sort of negative energy dragon more than a shadow dragon.
Okay. And that
He's
would be my
an
turn.
umbral dragon.
Hey, at least I didn't get scared and go screaming out the door.
Indeed. Very true.
And I'm going to yell to Rudy, stay where you are, because I'm afraid he's a dragon, and he'll just think, oh, dragon.
Yeah, let's go.
what are you, my mummy?
Thaddeus is on hold. Unless he wants to act before the round ends.
No.
Thaddeus wishes to stay on hold. El Shalam goes first.
Really?
Okey-doke.
Don't know
The
that we
King
can
of
have that.
Spades.
Oh, it's-
No,
maybe
no.
not then.
No, you let him go first.
On the King of Spades. Right, what should we do? Yeah.
I was hoping Thaddeus was going to start cackling and keep it vulnerable.
No.
I think the first thing we're going to do.
Are you going to multi-action?
is not anything at all. Okay. Okay, it's all good. So, what to do? What to do? Three things I don't know what to do. Yeah, I think that's a very
Well, I'll
good
give you a shot. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what to do. I'll just so I'll call out. But so you're not dead. But why can't you fly away? You're obviously dimensionally locked, and all you've got, so basically you're sitting here, and the best treasure you've got is it's never going to encroach. So tell me about it. Why are you such a so if you're such a powerful dragon, why are you stuck here? Nah, 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 nah.
I know what to do with this really tall and powerful, strong dragon. I'll taunt it.
Aha, but then it's going to make it be villainously verbose back.
Oh.
That's the whole point. I'm shouting.
Yes, but
say
my argument
obscenities
is,
through the.
yeah. Play to make an opposing wildcard lose his next action. Okay, so he goes invisible, but then obviously, while being invisible,
Yeah, you're going to declare multi-action. Yeah.
Well, I said the first thing he's going to do. There should have been a multi-action penalty in there, which there was.
There is. So you can't do the next one.
He can't do the next one, but he manages to do the first one. Basically, he turns himself invisible. He didn't get the raise. Okay, well,
although he's gone invisible, do we know where he's going to be because he's now going to have to
talk,
start shouting back. I mean, he's going to have to start going, "Shut up! What do you know about dimensional locks?"
Actually, fact, yeah, he doesn't have a master. Does he have a master plan? I can't remember.
Oh, ask us.
Well, no, I mean that's not so bad. Don't worry about that. I suppose he will go. Basically, I think it will be along the lines of. Indeed, when I found I couldn't leave Scarwall, my rage was explosive. I damaged much of the castle and destroyed several undead guardians before I was dreadfully wounded and forced to retreat to this room to hide and think about the situation. Over the centuries, I have tried several times to escape. Each attempt, though, I have to admit, has been even more half-hearted than before. Because on another note, though, if you don't kill me, you can have my treasure. Justice.
If we don't kill him, we can have his treasure. Is that what you just said?
Yep.
Huh.
That I had to nerve.
But don't we have to kill him in order to unlock the castle for everyone?
Yeah.
Besides, if we kill him, we can also have his treasure.
So Gastus flips the hood of his cloak up, looks through the invisible dragon to Leia just before the being able to see invisible things kicks in, and says, "Besides, a hat would just get in the way of this." And then, now that he can see the dragon with greater dark sight on, as a limited free action, powers up his weapons and stabs the dragon.
You have a good point. It would still look good on you.
So let me put on that. And that.
Right, you see, you completely derailed my line of thinking because you hadn't put all that stuff on, so I couldn't do what I was going to do. No, that's okay.
Isn't our job to mess your day up?
Of course,
Pretty
it's
much.
not.
So could you target the dragon for me, please?
I can't. Didn't you have it targeted already?
Yeah, but when you turn it invisible, it automatically untargets.
Oh, that's sensible, but annoying at the same time.
And then
I can't see you. It's under magical clothing.
Yeah.
Did we not put it in a sort of? Yeah, we put it. Yeah, we did create an effect for greater dark side, didn't we? And therefore,
But I don't know that you put it into the. Did you put it into the clothing?
if you actually open up the Night of the Watchman, there is a greater dark side effect, so you can spend the power point when you activate
yes, of
it,
course.
and then obviously you can drag the power to the effect to yourself.
No,
In
there
theory.
isn't because you click into the greater dark sight and it just goes to the dark sight power, which doesn't have a greater dark sight effect on it. It's just got the standard dark sight one.
Oh yes, I thought we fixed that last week.
I thought you put it on your list of things to fix.
But there's a revert option. What does the revert do? I wonder what that revert did, because it obviously undid something that was meant to be there. So,
because for greater dark sight, it should have
dark
ignore illumination
sight.
and then ignore invisible.
Greater dark sight. 1 hour. Or illumination. Or visible. Try that now. Show up for you now?
Okay.
Oh, hold up. I've broken the code. Try that. Does it show up for you?
Just let me close it and reopen it. No, it doesn't.
Better if I share it.
Now it does, yes.
That's fine. I'm just trying to understand what I need to do if I do need to add them on the fly. So I'm more than happy to add it myself if I need to, but if you could do it, it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Let me hang on. Let me just look at the link off the Cloak of the Night Watchman again, and see if it's because it's an old link in the cloak.
It should be
that
linking.
Yeah, that one's in there now. Okay, so that's done that. You've targeted it for me, so I shall now try and wallop it. And I've got +2 to hit from
Really
the
annoying thing
advanced
is
card
he was
I
going to
played.
shrink, so it would be harder to hit. But of course, I didn't get to do that because I had to do the villainous verbosity. Miss hit.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, that'll be my re-roll for it being evil anyway, but I'm sure I rolled lower than 11 and got a raise last time. Because it's not ignoring the invisible.
Invisible. What have I done wrong there? Should have been tried that. That an autocomplete. Maybe.
Yeah, the target number was 8 on the first and then 11.
Oh,
on
you
the
know what
second.
it is, don't you? You know what it is? You've got to put the number in.
Ignore invisible and however much, and it's ignore invisible. It's actually ignore invisible -6 for greater dark sight, but never mind.
So fair enough then.
Yeah. So it'll be a hit with a raise.
Check it works now. Just roll another hit. Just one, please. Ooh, not working, is it? I thought we had this working last week.
No, it's still not working.
Weird. Yeah, I can't say that word anymore without thinking, what's her face? When she was initially talking about Snow White, creepy film. What's his name? Actor's
So
name, sorry.
So your ignore invisibility doesn't have a outgoing attack symbol on it.
Mm.
And it would have to be in an attack as well.
Possibly.
You'd probably have to put it on the weapon. No, it should
Aye,
work
so
there.
just copy ignore recoil. So right arrow, ignore, hash, invisibility, and then a number.
Yeah, but that doesn't work as an effect. That's got to be on a weapon.
Yeah. Well, I've hit it with a raise anyway, so I'll just roll some damage for now.
Yeah, just roll some damage for now. Don't worry. Don't mind me. slightly worrying because I've got to update the rule set with all the effects.
Yeah. I will take shaken, and then I'll hit it with the other weapon. Which still will have been a hit because I didn't ignore the didn't put in a bonus for the invisibility, so that'll just be a hit. That'll do.
I reckon invisible probably isn't effect it recognises.
Ignoring illumination is it's because it's a targeted at a global, so it's trying to target the visible as a global as well.
Could be.
But then the ignore. Well, I don't know. Anyway.
So it has to be. That's what I said. It has to be on the weapon. You have to use the little arrow.
Our junior is going to pop his head around the corner. Breathe, and then pop back again. But doesn't manage to get enough breath out, and then backs off again.
I'm sorry, but I must go one more time. Please let the bennies flow.
Thank you, Dad Girl.
We fixed that last week.
Okay, first of all, I do want to keep my conviction going. So I drop the Benny on the conviction.
You drop it in the on your cap. You drop it in the conviction in the character sheet, or you just tell me, and I magically hit the tick.
Okay. And I'm now he made himself invisible with magic, so dispel I could make him visible again, right?
You most certainly could.
Okay. Then I'm gonna also set for multi-action. I'm gonna step around the thing. I'm casting dispel. Somehow I think it worked.
Yeah. I just didn't get the thing in there. Are you happy with the 11?
Yes. I'll take it.
Okay. And one Benny on that.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, you dispel his invisibility.
Now set me where I'm actually at so I can see him. And because I've readied my bow and I'm sure I'm now going to, and now we'll see if these archery lessons paid off.
Don't think so.
I'll Benny that one time since it wasn't a crit fail. She never gets to actually fight like people, so.
It's a hit. Spend his power points on it. Spend him when I get.
Oh, I'll leave it at that, and I step back over here behind the pillar.
Okie doke.
Mistress Teaberry, stick with the magical missiles. Your non-magical missile casting leaves something to be desired.
I don't know if you noticed it, Gastinius, because, well, you're not the most observant thing if it doesn't have breast, but it don't respond to magic. And I'll tell Rudy, you know, keep an eye out for anything coming from that way, Rudy. Let us know. He hates this place.
You've just put pounce attack on Bajenka.
Oops. How did you skip off me? Can you put the combat tracker back onto me then?
Because I haven't pressed any keys, so you can't blame me for one. But
What size is the dragon, by the way?
8.
Depends on the dragon.
It's huge, so it's got to be at least size 8.
I'm muted.
No.
I can hear you.
That's fine. I just got paranoid for a second there.
That makes sense.
I can do better damage than that. Ugh,
You can.
come on. One more.
Hey, at least you can make it vulnerable, even if nothing else.
Yeah, I'll just make it vulnerable again. Actually, end a combat round, it might go first. I'll make it distracted this time.
Brexit it is.
Okay.
In fact, yeah, let's pilot.
Coming off hold, are you?
Yeah, come off hold and go see if we can just add. Oh, you pressed the button, didn't you?
I took you off hold.
Yes. Aye, let's just see if we can stick vulnerable on it as well. So move to there to get a line of sight.
Make a fear check at -2.
Yeah, /roll fear.
-2. -1.
-1.
The paladin points it out.
I didn't become a paladin for my friends to get scared of things.
Hey, you okay on that score?
Yeah, all I'm going to do is cantrip light at it. Using what we'll do is target it and then just roll the skill rather than the spell. Because it's from the plane of shadows.
So you're testing it with magic.
I thought the test would have kicked in if I targeted it and just rolled the skill.
Ooh. Thanks to Leia distracting it, you got it. That's teamwork, that is.
Yeah, so I cast a light spell and I want to do it like a camera flash because it's from the plane of shadows.
Yeah.
And I'll make it vulnerable.
I bet you find that funny.
Oh, Benny, because it cost a penny though.
It did.
Bennies are good.
Mm.
Made it lose a penny.
You did? Okay. That's a new round then. Oh, Majenko hasn't been yet. Is Majenko doing anything?
No.
I was going to cackle, but
Oh, look, Thaddeus is going first.
and then it goes, and then it goes.
I don't have enough pennies to go up the combat to play on cards, I don't think.
Are you going to cackle Mr. Thaddeus? That's the
No,
question.
because you're just going to use it. You're just going to gleefully attack Leah. Well, Leah will still be vulnerable anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
always
so
am.
so it won't make a difference. So, what we're going to do is attack. Oh, that's a long range though. It's a long range for an attack. Yeah, just do a simple attack. But that's a could maybe do it that way. Right, move. Okay, I'm going to double move. So move 3 inches to there. Then throw the spear. So hit with the ray. Shush. Stop,
That was
stop.
such an indignant noise.
Let's Benny the damage. Did
I
you
wanna
hear the
Benny the
dog?
Yeah,
Yes.
it sounded so indignant. Like it was going, oi!
It's going to be unharmed. Is it worth a Benny? No, probably not. But yeah, then we'll carry on our move. What we'll do is break line of sight with this thing. Try and get to there. And then I'll start cackling.
Okay, which means the distracted isn't going away.
Yeah. It's vulnerable as well, is it not?
No, just distracted.
Just distracted.
Oh, that's right, because you lost it. Right, it cost him a Benny to get out of it. Right, good.
Indeed, I didn't want to
Right.
having it distracted and vulnerable. And your turn when you wish. Okay, right. The dragon explodes into a frenzy of movement and completely naffs up the attack on Leia.
What, you mean he didn't attack the guy that can counterattack?
And then he hits Gastus.
Ah.
He's got improved frenzy. So a frenzy attack upon both of you.
Fair enough. He didn't put the multi-action on, though.
I did. It doesn't make any difference, does it? But I did turn on multi-action, but I don't know what happened to it. Must have turned off. I don't know what happened. I put the multi-action on when I was waiting for Thaddeus to end his turn. It must have turned.
Fair enough. So you got one miss and one hit with a raise. You've done 3 wounds to me. Fair enough.
It was quite a vicious swipe the dragon gives you.
It was.
Right.
Well, we will try and soak that then. Okay, that's fine. I will soak 1 wound.
Why it didn't register that as a soak?
Neither do I. It took it as a test, but okay.
Hey, Gastus takes 2.
But I will still counterattack the miss.
Okay.
And that's made Gastus quite angry.
So you're now +6 to hit this thing. You've already got one
No.
card that gives you
No, I'm +2 to hit it. I'm at +4 damage.
+2 to hit, +4 damage. Fair enough. Probably still going to hit, actually, won't it? Because it's
Probably.
huge.
Yeah, that is still a hit. And I'll put this, yeah, and it's got a giant killer.
That's an impressive splat.
Yeah.
I have to spend my
I
last
was
penny.
I was clearly waiting for it to come in and bite me before I struck.
Indeed. Oh well, GM and Bell Shalam is out of bennies. Gonna have to count on getting some jokers.
We don't want that.
Sassafras.
And she's gonna step away from the pillar for 1 second, and she's gonna mention to Gastinius, it appears it uses dark energy magic, and my energy bolts are going to feed it, so I'll try for a lucky shot. And she raises her bow again. And then she steps back behind the pillar.
Okie
And Rudy's doing our lookout stuff, so does he need to do a notice check in case there's anything coming?
Yes, actually, that's a very good idea.
He's going, all he sees is this place is horrible.
Hmm.
They are. I can't bring myself to eat the dragon, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Why did that not? Oh, it has. It just took time. Right. I'm going to initiate a power ready for next time because I'm getting sick of this. I think.
Make the bugger vulnerable as well, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Make it vulnerable, but I think I shall also initiate Kai Strike. Can I? Armor piercing +3, damage +4. What's that going to cost me? 2. Sorry, that's armor piercing +6, damage +4.
2, 3, 4, 5. Cost you 7.
Cost me 7. And I will spend that to get all my power points straight back. Where am I? There.
It's got time to sort those cards out. Yeah, you recover from being shaken.
Now you have me exactly where I wanted you, says Gastus, through the blood. And Gastus will give up any pretense of defense briefly.
Actually, nice. Well, I had actually had sound effects for that. Actually, there's some interesting stuff there. I'm going to have to play those later because there's sound effects for all sorts of interesting things.
We can't hear you for the dragon.
I was just thinking that. I'll turn him down. How's that? He's a bit loud, isn't he? But you always turn down Kenku in your personal discords.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a thrust straight through the neck of the dragon, I believe, and I'm still riled up, so that'll add that to the damage. And he's vulnerable, and I've got Giant Killer.
Four wounds.
You know, Mistress Teaberry, I'm finding an enchanted blade. With the might of Kylian behind it, is doing perfectly well. And then he stabs Duelist's Honor into the dragon's neck as well.
We've got all these interesting. It's interesting sound effects for that aren't actually in the adventure. But why I should use them. That's interesting. I really would have liked to have just been able to live long enough to hit you with the dispel art, but not to turn off all your effects.
Oh. I look at my charged up claws and shrug.
Whereas Gastus goes at that point and then slumps on the next to the wall and looks down at himself and says, "Another shirt, bloody ruined." As Argenia comes over and licks his wounds.
I think I'm going to look at the dragon's treasure.
Yes, I was just well, okay. Can't see it in
Yeah, I'm
here.
here for that.
You are you?
Well, for now, Gastus will sit there and let Argenia heal his wounds, so you guys can go and look at the treasure while Gastus is recovering.
We'll
Should
save
be
the
pointed out
dragon
with
for
the death of the dragon, the dimness dissipates from its room.
Yeah, so Sassafras was right. He had to die pretty much because I think he's mentioned in the poem he has to go.
Me too.
We might have bargained out of it with his treasure, but he had to go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, now I need to read something up very quickly. You move around, don't mind me. Oh, good. I'm not really bothering the random encounters. Basically, defeating the dragon means there's no more wandering random encounters with the Brave Star.
Yeah. Quick, look at the treasure before Gassi is pregnant on another encounter.
Gastus is getting healed. He's far too beaten up to do anything.
Majenko's sorting you out.
Yeah.
If you guys rest for an hour, won't Sassafras and Lay lose their fatigue?
Yes.
I advocate we rest here, maybe
No, we
examine
can't.
the treasures and
We can't rest. We can't rest
Why?
because the castle will not let you rest, will it? I think we've
Since when?
I'm pretty sure the castle doesn't let you rest. Well, mind
You
you,
haven't
mind you, that was at the beginning, right? We have killed quite a few people. And
There's no
unchained
harm
them.
in trying. Besides, I want to see what this treasure is first.
You can't see any treasure in this room.
Oh.
Maybe it hides it
And
further
it's
back in
hiding
the
back
stable.
here. I'm betting it's hiding behind this door, and she can run.
You check that way, I'll check this way.
And I step through the door.
Battered weapons, breastplates, helms, shields, and a large number of skulls lie heaped on this chamber's floor. More importantly, chests overflowing with gold and silver coins occupy the centre of the room. This is where Sassafras went, by the way.
Yep, I'm following.
Yeah, I think I found it.
Okay, so party sheet inventory tab. This. Oh, let's just drop that there. There we go. Yeah, so, well, yeah. Yeah. Overflowing with gold and silver coins occupy the center of the room. Yeah. There is thousands of gold pieces, even more thousands of silver pieces, and even more thousands of copper pieces.
Wow, mithril breastplate. +4 armor.
Shame you don't do armor, isn't it?
It is. What are the unidentified items?
Showing up as an unidentified item.
You don't know. They're unidentified.
At the bottom, below various gemstones.
It's just list a total value of 5,800 GP.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. That's what you mean.
Yeah, you don't have any alternative names on the file.
Yep, I am aware of that. Just fixing that now. You should see one already.
Yeah, I miss that every single time. You know that.
I did on this one. I normally don't.
To put alternative names, I forget it every single time.
It's because you need to in Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. What I should do is just leave that there and that there. Except, of course, I forgot to put badges on. There we go. And then for this one, what I should have done, but there we go. And then I remember to name that one. No, I didn't. So are they all? Do they all now have meaningful names?
No.
No, because you have to redrop the parcel.
Oh, but if you go into them, you can see it.
Ah.
Magical small chainmail. As in sized for a sassafras?
Yes.
I'm a wizard. Can I wear armor?
Yes. It won't help your spellcasting, but you can wear it.
There's chainmail armor and leggings in small person size.
It's medium sized. It's medium armor, which means it would also be Vorka sized, wouldn't it?
It would be Vorka sized.
Because wizards have armor interference any.
Yeah,
what is Vorka wearing actually, armor wise? Let's have a look at Vorka.
Isn't he a cleric or something? Does he have any limitations?
He's a cleric and a barbarian, so he's got armor restriction medium. But if it's a breastplate would be heavy, wouldn't it?
No, breastplate. Oh, is it blessed?
It says
breastplate.
He's currently wearing an Aegis. He's currently wearing an Aegis breastplate.
Ah.
There's magical small chainmail and magical small chainmail leggings.
Oh, that's a very good point. He probably put that on when he was a cleric and has forgotten that he can't wear that as a barbarian.
Well, he can, but he can't use any of his barbarian abilities.
Yes. Subtract 4 from all agility-based rolls when wearing heavy armor or using a heavy shield. Oh dear, I think I'm going to really have to screw his character out.
I think we should give him those, and he can decide if he wants them when he's back.
He's got a heavy deflecting shield, and he's got breastplate of Aegis armor. Oh dear, I'm definitely going to have.
Because the magic, we don't know we know they're magical, but do we know what the magic, it enhances for him? It might counter any problems he'd have, and that should be his choice to make, especially since he seems determined to get himself killed.
Okay. It's
yeah, I remember that was a thing.
What's the symbol to make all agility skills -4? There's a way to make all skills, isn't it? Not just. I know you have to put something in front of the skill name to do it. Symbol is.
But it's the same it's the same one for attack, is it not?
Is it, yeah, that's what I thought. I wondered. Is it your greater land less than thingy?
Should be.
Trying to remember.
And now I feel really bad that Vorka missed this fight because one of the weapons he carries is a dragonbane greatsword.
I never got permission to put whatchamacallit on. What's the one where you get drunk and he makes you better?
I know.
Aye.
No.
Liquid courage.
Liquid courage.
Liquid-
I never
yeah,
said
li-
Dutch courage and then
Yeah, that
stopped
didn't
because it's not.
that didn't work.
Aye, so it's on the liquid. Well, it would have been on liquid courage if I'd have been. I'll maybe do it later on. If you need an update.
Oh no, it's skill is what I need to look. Skill. Ah, yes, it is, but it's where you put it.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
It's
Absolutely
no. You've got to do. You do it like that. That's what I forgot. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then it's totally unfair and it's not how it works, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I remember this. We talked about this in beta.
It's
And
the
then
new
you
side, I
came
think
up with
it's
you
ridiculous.
you came up with a GM rule for it.
This will probably do a -8, but that's that's wrong, but it's right at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically leveling up makes your character worse because the gods are a-holes. Do you remember that?
Okie Obviously. So, is anyone identifying the magic item?
I want to identify that magic staff.
The magic stuff. Okay, please make an occult roll. It is a staff of necromancy.
Ew, and I drop it.
Fear, drain power points, lower strength, and zombie with permanence.
Fun.
You can sell it for 41,000 gold pieces.
So, we've made enough of a haul here with this dragon treasure where you Destinius, you could go back and restart your family business.
There you are, I just shared all the coins with you. Each person,
Wow.
each got 6,000. Each of you got 6,633 copper, 3,074 silver, and 1,172 gold pieces each.
And now you're turned on coin, waiting, nobody can move.
Exactly.
So we've got bags of holding, haven't we?
Mwah! Mwah!
Well, Gastus is going to wander back out into the courtyard, just in case the death throes of a dragon has attracted any attention.
Well,
wouldn't make any
we're
difference,
dealing
yeah.
with the treasure right now, so you can't do that yet.
Yeah.
There's other stuff I need to do after I've dealt with the treasure. So I need to know
Oh,
what you
no.
want to do. Are you? I'll look. I won't dick around. There's the treasure. I won't sell any items. You might want to hold on to it until Vorka comes next week.
Mhm.
I shall do that while we're here. Oh God, Gastus has got improved martial flexibility. Leia has become an Eldritch Knight, and Vorka's gained intimidating glare.
Cool.
Oh, and Aki's
Yeah, but
got
Vorka
divine
can't-
mastery.
Yeah, but Vorka can't use intimidating glare while he's wearing the armor he's wearing.
Yeah, you don't want to know what mines is, because I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Leia
you'll
hits
have
with a
to-
raise and gets a PowerPoint back.
Oh, yeah.
Mines is an opposed roll, or they instantly die.
Wow, I hadn't planned that advance, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Now, St. Charles 2, you have defeated.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, where's that list? You got 3 of them, haven't you?
I think we have, yes.
Well, I see a complete lack of updating of your character sheet, so Mr. Thaddeus. So you don't have to
Because I
tell me.
think because I think
Yeah.
you're just going to ban. I think you're just going to ban it. That's why.
I can't ban it if it's in the bloody rules, technically.
I don't know.
No matter how much he wants to.
Yeah, exactly.
So can you cast, if you can take mastery, right, and you do force plane shift, and then you send somebody to the elemental plane of fire, if they fail their roll, and they spend 3 rounds swimming in lava, how much damage do they take?
He'd rather not tell you.
You'd lava not tell me, yes.
Yeah.
But it also opens the door to Baba Yaga's cottage.
Which is never something you want to do.
No, it's okay. She's a friend. Trust me, it's all in family.
Pardon me if I don't.
It just means to say that you can go and stay in that. You can stay in the house for as long as you want, because you know it's bigger on the inside.
Are you saying that Baba Yaga is a Time Lord?
No, the spell's called retardus. You can plane shift to a pocket dimension or a private unit or a private universe. And then return, teleport back here. But it means that you basically got you've got a house that you can take with you.
Which is always handy.
She makes house calls.
You see the Time Lord edge in the science fiction companion for Chronomancer.
No.
Yeah.
Heroic arc. It's a heroic edge, but it's basically the Chronomancer. It's actually called Time Lord. After receiving your regular action card at the start of the turn, the Chronomancer may spend a penny for an additional action card and act on both.
Oh.
It's basically superpowers, isn't it? Technically.
Yeah.
Turned into an edge. Right.
Well, it's not as bad as supers though. Supers, any character can theoretically take two turns per round by using pennies.
Yeah, but the second one is at quite a lot of penalties.
No, it's just distracted and vulnerable, is it not?
I think.
Are you going to teleport? How are you? Oh, you're talking about plane shift, not teleport.
But leave it anyway. No good packet. Leave it open. Don't worry about it. I sat on 3 advances for ages and ages and ages. Well, back at the plot.
They give you plane shift. Unfortunately.
So how many have we? 3?
Looks like we've got. I'm pretty certain that we've got the infernal soul in the tower, and we've got the Ian Kennel's grime with the killing breath. That's the dragon and the demon. And Spirit First Red War His Thirst still stands at post of old. That could either be the guy that was guarding the gate, or there was like a captain type guy that we killed. I think we've got the first 3, but I don't.
Aye. So sorry, going back to plane shifting. Plane shifting is why when I refer to as dimensional locking. So if you die, your soul gets absorbed by the castle walls, and you're basically locked here for eternity, right? You can't teleport out if you're one of them. You're basically stuck in the castle, but you can't plane shift either.
No, you can't, because otherwise the nightmares and stuff, you thought earlier on would have been quite nastier with what they
So-
could do.
Well, basically, everything is dimensionally locked until we unlock Kazavon, which is why I was panicking about. Does that mean to say if we unlock him, he just goes bye and teleports away?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Isn't there?
I don't know. I was worried about it. I was like, it might come up later on. But he wouldn't do that though, surely, because he thought, because this was his big grandiose, I'm Lord of kind of midnight kind of routine,
Mm.
and he fought a losing battle here as well. You know what I mean?
Forget he's dead, and his
No, there is
body
that
was
as well.
dismembered and carried to the four corners and all that, wasn't it? Whatever you were
So-
told.
Aye, so
Are you going to spend an hour resting in these kennel area, counting? your
I
gold?
vote yes.
I vote
Well,
yes.
well, the funny
Very
thing
well.
is, the funny thing I'm panicking about was at the beginning. I'm sure you said we couldn't rest because of the ghosts in the wall, but we've killed
I
a
don't
lot of
Let's
things
kill
since
the
then.
dragon.
We just killed the dragon. How many anchors have we removed?
We don't know.
Chains, anchors, things.
Well, I'll put a vote up so you can say yay or nay on the resting. 1 tick for yes, 2 ticks for no, 3 ticks for
Oh,
abstaining.
wait a minute. This might actually be a good place to rest because everybody's scared of the dragon because he said that he destroyed part of the fort, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And he had to slap him down for being a bad doggy and stuck him in the kennels.
Gastus feels that he has no need to rest and wants to head on to get this blade, but if the others need rest, he's happy to take some.
Okay, so let's remove the remove the
if
num.
people want to
Up
rest, they
until
could
now,
rest.
you could well, actually, when you couldn't rest here, but the first thing you did was enable you to rest here. The second thing you did something else. And the third thing you've done now basically means that the undead the nasty spirits can no longer leave the walls and attack. But they're still trapped in it. So there we
Okay.
go.
So we rest for an hour, so we get 5 power points back, right?
You do. You rest for an hour and get 5 power points back. That is correct.
And I can finally get rid of that damn fatigue. Oh, you got rid of it, which I've had for 3 sessions.
Annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me, is there in the stables, is there like a water trough?
No, because it probably hasn't been in stables for a few hundred
Why?
years.
What do you want a water trough for?
I want to wash my shirt. It's covered in blood.
Oh, Cash, great water to wash his shirt then.
Thank you. Most kind of you.
Well, go on, you might crit fail and get a headache. Come on, you
Well-
crit fails. Come on, you crit fails.
Well, I don't know. It's not exactly a washer, but it's.
Actually,
I
mate,
do have. I
it's a
will
moot.
cast.
No, wait, you don't
Oh.
have to roll because it's a moot point because you're all going to spend an hour. So he crits fails at the start of the hour, gets a headache, and you just wait an extra 6 seconds that it took him to cast it to get rid of his headache. So it's all a moot point. Then he gets
Yeah,
5 power
but-
points back.
But I cast if I cast laundry, his clothes will be dirty in an hour. But he.
You don't need to roll because I logically
No,
worked out you didn't need to.
There you go. You've got a clean shirt for an hour.
Thank you. I'll feel so much better that it gets dirty the moment we move on somewhere.
Right. Let's move you all back to the routine. There we go. So you're back in the courtyard. The courtyard gives us an inside view of the castle.
Did we
Um,
check from the side of it? Over that way.
Actually, look, there's some water.
Yeah, I'll go and wash my shirt in that.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'm going to be an evil git because I feel
Oh.
coming on.
I will be so proud.
So yeah, well, GM, while we were resting, I'm sure the castle just didn't wait for us to get about our business, did it? I'm sure people tried to conspire against us.
Well, you could have told me that a bit earlier.
I know. I've
Okay.
only just thought of it. You can leave that. You can leave it now, or leave it to next week, or whatever.
Do those stairs go up or down? Those stairs over there.
Those stairs went up to a way that went further in somewhere. We've also got double doors there that we've not gone through. And yeah, that door there that you're heading towards, we've not been through.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that one once you've done with your washing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I misplayed. Where'd they go? Oh, I see it. These maps are really big.
They are indeed. What does that mean? Oh, good, he scares me. Assholes. Is that? Where's my notes on bugs to fix? Okay. Well, there's no point. There we go.
Oh dear. Leia's found the soft focus room.
Yes, that means that's a whole nother map. That one.
Right.
So,
Okay. So it's not that just somebody smeared Vaseline over the camera.
No. That opens the door. It opens the door and jumps backwards.
Leia doesn't jump backwards when she sees skeletons in armor. She jumps forwards with claws out.
Jumps backwards to avoid the. Sounds like that's jumps backwards to avoid the greatsword that swings at her.
Is
Okay,
he not? Is he the knight from the tower? Or is he something different?
He might he might have the same name, but doesn't matter. He's another one. No, I don't think he's the one from. He's not the one from the tower. No.
Oh,
I think.
Maybe he's an assistant.
Go check. If he is, I'll just.
That doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I'm just curious.
There you go.
Not know a lot.
Not know a lot.
Just because, basically, yeah.
But you know what?
Someone plays a card. I'm going to roll that. It says him. You might have already killed him, so it's not him. Okay, so
I know they just brought him back. He went.
No, it's someone. It's a different undead. It's a different undead Grave Knight fighter. It should be pointed out that basically that great sword, just as it cuts through you, you hear your flesh sizzling as the acid pours into the wounds.
I don't like the sound of that. Let's start with my free soak roll, shall we?
Indeed. Effects. That.
I guess I'm taking 1 wound.
Okie dokie. Sorry about that.
That's cool.
I'm doing. Oh yes. MF. Go. All good. Right. Someone wanted to have to do an uh-oh, so here we go. There's your uh-oh. Okay.
I just felt it was appropriate they were resting. Something's going to happen.
Indeed. Okay, cards have been dealt. I have no bennies, and that's really a depressing place to be. It's a very depressing place to be, really, isn't it?
Does a bad guy not get bennies though? 'Cause he's not.
Oh, he does. He's got
Yes.
bennies. I haven't.
He's got benny. Well, like,
There is a difference. So it looks like Leia's going first.
Ah, I see. Well, let's implement a power. So
What I'm going to do is, from a sort of narrative perspective, you dove backwards to try and avoid the sword. You know what I mean? It's just so the fight's actually happening in a room that isn't sepia tone.
Oh, okay. I will boost my fighting.
By the way, why is it sepia tone?
Because it's
'Cause
another
it's
map.
Another map.
Right. Okay.
It's the West Wing.
Oh, so is that? Have you stitched them all together then? Have you? Yeah.
No.
It shows that it just shows a bit to flip to another map on this one. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
You have to go find the other map and then.
I thought you were going to come up with a really clever thing about natural lighting.
No, it's literally just another map.
Okay.
I recently came across that problem. I have a map with natural lighting on it and a building with windows, but the building is supposed to be dark inside. Right you. Oh, it's a long way. It's a long way. Let's
To guest wing. Okay, I'm looking for not the West Wing, it's the guest wing. Guest wing entrance is.
So it's not the White House. That's
No.
probably a good thing.
But it is it the guest in the West Wing? Where we'll find the candle with the handle and on the gateau for the chateau.
yeah, so
I'm not going to worry about the I'm not going to worry about putting. Okay, so I can see someone's trying to move to there. Someone's trying to
move to there and say everybody attack.
What do you think I'm doing?
So target him.
I'm going to interrupt you at this. I'm interrupting at this point.
How rude.
It's Joker.
Is she unhappy that I rejected her?
Sassafras, can you make a spirit check, please? That's fine. Thank you very much. That is. Back to you.
Okay. Right, okay, I know what happened. Right, so what I was going to say, because I'm so far away, is I am just going to say everybody attack. Bring all the men at arms from the next room. So I am going to cast sound as a cantrip, and you hear a cavalry charge as a test.
Yeah, the roll on creative table. The roll on creative table doesn't work.
Creative table.
No, there's a button, the combat tracker. Maybe you get to roll. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work for Jim.
No, I don't even think tests are working, to be perfectly honest, because I did target and I rolled a skill instead of a spell to see if we could get it to test to work.
It says test versus smarts over here. It's come up in the combat tracker. You've done spellcasting. It works. It's just the creative combat bit doesn't work.
Different works. Right, so let's find the table. We should really link that. If that's... Right. Okay, he is shaken. And I think I'll make him vulnerable. As he gets awfully confused by the sound of an army approaching from somewhere. He's not quite sure how many people are here.
Well, I would like Gastus. I will voluntarily, because I failed the spirit roll, smarts roll there as well. Have Gastus look over to Thaddeus, somewhat confused, and say, "What men at arms?" And Argenia will fly over to Leia and lick her wound to heal it.
Thank you.
You can turn your own wounds off, can't you? That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we try to sort stuff out, and I'm very confused what I'm up to.
And then Gastus, knowing that Leia's probably got this without too much difficulty, is going to say a little prayer to Caden Kylian over the well in front of him, and then scoop up a load of water and splash it at the undead. Gastus knows that he can't actually make holy water, but the undead guy doesn't. But he's going to just get covered in water, and hopefully that will work as a test against him as well. And we will re-roll that, as I have a free re-roll on athletics rolls. I'm happy with an 8.
Okay. The players find 4 times the bennies in the water, 4 times bennies in the bucket. Well, yeah, okay, 4 bennies it is. There you go, 4 bennies found. Okay, roll.
Well, hey. So I will make him distracted since he's already vulnerable.
And get to roll on the table, I believe.
I do. Oh, look, he's also distracted and vulnerable.
He's distracted and vulnerable and distracted and vulnerable. Hello.
Absolutely.
You can say that again.
He moved on. Oh, sorry, I'm still sorting. I'm still finishing off a few things in the background. So
Sure.
Here we go. Righty-ho. Okay, so what happens next? Ah, right. Behind Thaddeus, you hear the approach of clattering armor and thundering feet.
Gastus will look back and say, "Oh, those." Ah.
Okay, that's a miss. That's a miss. Oh! Well, that was a mistake. Yes. Charge! This one comes running at Gastus, head down, horns pointed towards it. Gastus.
Fortunately, Gastus is the other end of the courtyard.
Not Gastus, I meant Thaddeus. Thank you very much, my
Oh,
incorrect.
apparently my fake cavalry charge is hitting an actual real one.
Oh, and he's impaled on the horns.
Is it? Oh, shall we do it? Should we do it? Should we go for doublesies? Don't think doublesies is going to work. Oh, we're gonna take a wound. If I get graced
You
by
take
fall.
a wound as you're impaled upon the horns. And then I'm going to fire a masterwork like crossbow at the chicken. And miss. Not critically. Brings us to Sassafras.
Sassafras is going, I had a feeling there was going to be a problem here, and she's going to step forward just a little bit.
Just in time for the GM to be an evil get-go. If someone's going to play the uh-oh card, I'm going to make them learn not to.
Does that miss Thaddeus, or do I need to use selective?
That most certainly does miss Thaddeus.
Yes.
Did I get them both targeted?
Targets. Now you've only got one of them. You got 4, which is the first one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Both targeted. Hit them both.
Yeah, they just got blasted with some green fire. Hope I didn't singe you, Thaddeus. And then she didn't use her full move, so she's gonna step back over here to protect Rudy. And Rudy's gonna hide under her cloak going, I hate this place.
Tutti frutti rutti.
All beddies. Okie dokie. Sorry. Right. Okay.
Four amps.
Miss. You are charged from behind Gastus at the very last second you realise and sidestep with a flourish of your cloak as the guard's charging you with his horns. If you want to say Toro, you can.
I think I shall, and then I shall stab him in the face.
Go for it. Looks like you are going to stab him in the face. He is undead back again.
He's charged from
Yep.
behind her, horny guard.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, he got charged from behind by a horny guard.
Oh, I think I need to Benny that. That's better.
You hear the snap of a crossbow bolt being launched.
I think not.
Twice, in fact. Unfortunately,
That
yeah.
is just a hit.
as you dived to avoid the first one, the second one does nothing.
What ha?
Puts
That's
a
why I
hole
didn't
through your
parry that one.
Puts a hole through your magical cloak, which of course instantly for narrative purposes.
Puts a hole through your freshly washed shirt.
Yes.
Yes, even better. I love that. A hole through your freshly washed shirt. I like that.
This place is incredibly hard on the clothes.
Perhaps you can bill them for the cleaning.
Hey,
I
with
wish.
all that dragon treasure, you can buy lots of shirts.
But
We
this one
not
fits
here
so
in-
nicely.
You can go to a tailor and have it made to where it fits you perfectly.
I already did.
I get the impression. So a guard comes running down the stairs, head down, and basically runs straight into Sassafras with both horns. He was distracted because she was obviously shouting at Gastus. Fortunately, I don't think she took a lot of damage, which she could have done with a D12 and 2D6.
1 second. Save my Ben.
Fair enough. It completely negates the attack. Nicely done.
Look at him going, how rude.
Indeed. In fact, I think I'll just have another horny attack on Gastus.
This is getting terribly tiresome.
Okay, he is no longer shaken. Combat. He looks up and goes, Cavalry, that's an excellent idea, he says. Yeah. He basically, he sort of waves his hand in the air. And a skeleton, basically, he waves his hand on his air. A skeletal warhorse appears next to him. He jumps into the saddle. Ability. Undead means. The token is not skeletal because I don't have one. It's dead horse, which means it plus 2. Then basically the skeletal horse there, visible, and what's a horse? His pace is 10. Basically, he and the horse gallop across the courtyard. Looks like Sassafras is going to go first. With a undead guard struggling hard to attack her.
1 second.
No problem. Make you learn not to use the uh-oh card. It only slows down the adventure. Check. It does give you extra cards, so I don't know.
I just thought it'd be nice to let you do something evil. And it seemed appropriate since to be arrested. You know?
I don't have a problem with you playing the card. It's just...
So she just draws out a wand and pokes him with it.
Okay. Go for it. That's a hit.
Ouch.
Afraid it has no effect.
And Rudy's going to poke his head out from under the cloak. And
basically, yeah, your magic missile launches from the bolt and just sort of fizzles away as it's negated by the magic resistance of the creature.
this is a cone shape. And it doesn't work anyway. He tried breathing on her.
Yeah, I'm afraid he tries, but he's obviously a bit. He's obviously
Yeah,
a
I
bit
guess my
anxious.
cloak, he didn't get his head far enough out of the cloak.
Indeed. Gastus, so. Well,
Right, so Gastus is going to pick up Frenzy, and then Gastus is going to pick up Improved Frenzy. He's then going to shake his head, look at the guard in front of him and say, "You're going to regret damaging my shirt." Will power up his dimensional blade, so his already slim blades get even slimmer and even sharper. And it's one thing hurting him and his friends, but sartorial damage is the ultimate insult. So he's also going to wild attack this round.
okay. I think I've added enough to make it an interesting fight for them. They'll cream it.
Okay, so there's a hit and a miss. We'll do the hit first.
Sorry, I'm miles away. 2 wounds. Ow.
And then
Just-
Gastus will...
Go for it.
Oh, for some reason that went really big. Gastus will then run after the mounted guy. And I would like to make my attack by leaping in the air to knock him off his horse as I wallop him with my other weapon. Is that something you'll allow?
Slam dunk.
It'd be a post strength roll, wouldn't it?
Probably.
If someone could define the word sartorial, award player Benny.
Does that include me?
It says if someone can define the word sartorial, award player Benny's. That's the request.
Okay. Relating to tailoring, clothes, or style of dress.
Top secret. GM gets a Benny too.
I can read as well, but
I know. I'm aware of that, but I'm doing it for fun.
okay. So
Funny, he's actually doing that in character. He's attacking it while complaining about tailoring.
absolutely.
What?
So you're going to basically you're going to do an athletics. You're going to do an athletics check to basically jump
in the air and
Jump
knock
in the
him
air.
off his horse.
and then it's just going to be like a push, isn't it? You're going to try and push him off his
Yeah.
horse. Yeah, which is opposed strength, isn't it? A push.
Or athletics. Yeah. Well, athletics. It'd be opposed to athletics if it's to trip him up, but I don't know if knocking him off his horse is a trip or a push as far as you're concerned.
I think you're trying to push him, so it's going to be strength. I think. So yeah, you've
Okay,
got no
so-
problem obviously with that. So
Leaping in the air.
Yep.
And I've had enough of a run up.
You can use your choice of athletics or strength to kick him off his horse. He'll use strength to basically use his
Sure,
brute
I
strength
think-
to hold on. Is what I was trying to say.
Since I'm acrobatic, I think I'm going to use athletics.
I thought you would.
So that's my athletics to actually leap in the air,
Yep.
After
And
making
this is-
club.
and this is to knock him off his horse.
Are you happy with a 16?
I think I am.
Yeah, so he
That
leaps,
was on a
leaps
12
in this-
until it popped off, wasn't it? Ah. And he found his riding check. So you knock him off the horse and he's shaken.
Brilliant.
Out of curiosity, are these real horses or skeletal horses?
It's a skeletal horse. He has the power to summon a skeletal war horse.
Okay.
Which is
Now,
why
if
I
I'm
actu-
willing to,
which is
if
why I
I'm
actually
willing
called
to,
it a skeletal horse.
if I'm willing to take the 2d6 falling damage as well, can I do 2d6 falling damage to him as he slams into kind of the wall and the floor as I knock him off his horse unexpectedly?
Well, no, that was the riding check, wasn't it? Because it's a riding check to be shaken if you're on the horse, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I am remembering the rules right there, aren't I?
I think so. Yeah. So
Yeah.
well. So in that case, we'll both be the other side of that horse, and presumably he'll be on his arse.
Presumably, well, he doesn't say you go prone, does it? It just says you're shaken. He's probably not prone.
If you're unhorsed, you are prone as well.
That's true. Well, then he is prone then. Yeah, point taken.
Yeah, he's been pushed off a ledge, hasn't he?
He has.
A bit.
Right. Well, I'll finish the other side of the horse then.
Yeah, the only skeletal horse tokens I've got are.
Unless they're
Let's
Leah.
go with
If you're
skeletal
Leah
horse
and
token
pushed
there.
off a horse, you'd land on your feet.
Of course.
So
I
if-
always
if-
land on my feet.
Yeah, right. So if I set move you to there, him to there. Now, if you hover over the horse, if you lose, it's a bit small, but should be able to see now it's a skeletal horse.
It's like the blooming GW ones. It's got a tail. Christ's sake.
It's
Ah,
not a horse's skeleton; it's a skeletal horse.
It's a poor excuse and you know it.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
GATA figures colonial. I don't know who did them. Right. Okay.
JJ.
Screaming down from out of the air. There's a gargoyle.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in the courtyard.
And misses. Lolot unshakes. He stands up. And what's he going to do? Well, I think he's just going to hit you with his cold. He's just going to hit you with his umbrella Gosh, prowess, which I did sweet for, which is not going to help him right now. He doesn't Frenzy, so it's just a straightforward hit with the channeling of destruction greatsword, which hits.
That's it. How dare he?
Causing 3 wounds.
How very dare he? Well, where am I on the combat tracker? I'm up there.
As I say, the sword cuts into you. The acidity of the blade dissolving your clothing as it goes. Who else skeletal rounders? You saw that. Oh, you didn't so-call the damage. So yes, I'm afraid some of your clothing is dissolved. Most of your shirt.
You can't, sir.
Lots of money, lots of tailors.
Not the point, Mistress Teaberry. Not the point.
You turning to shout at Mistress Teaberry, you duck the kick of the skeletal horse.
And then I will stab it back.
Go for it. Oh, that was
That just rolled so gently onto the 10 there, didn't it?
It did. That's so gently. Sartorial sadness ensues.
And as Gastus ducks that horse's kick, he will look up at it and say "nay," and then stab it in the chest, and it will collapse all around him.
I'm over here. I'm going to use a masterwork great axe to attack Thaddeus. And miss. Then going to use a masterwork great axe to attack Thaddeus. And hit. Doing, well, shaking Thaddeus, in fact. And then, having shaken you, I'm going to. I think a masterwork great axe seems to be the sort of the flow of the day today. Seems to work well. So that's 3 masterwork great axes hitting Thaddeus at once. The last one very hard indeed.
Yeah, very rarely do it again. Merely.
Very, very hard indeed.
That's still going to incapacitate me. Tell you what we'll need to do. We'll need to... Ooh! And then spend a penny, because otherwise, if I take 3 wounds, it won't incapacitate me. That was pants, wasn't it?
Looks like I'm giving you my. Looks like I've given you my bad dice. That's 2 1s. I'll be nice.
Go for it. There's a 6. There's a 6. There's a 6.
I know, but you crit failed on the last roll. You rolled 2 1s. However, you're incapacitated, but the injury will go away in 24 hours. You're okay. You're not going to die.
It's not a crit fail because the wild die was a 5.
You rolled a 1, a 5, and a 1. That's a crit fail. You rolled 2 snake eyes. You rolled more 1s than anything else on the dice when you're using conviction, and it's Walker that told me that one. Still a crit fail, I'm afraid. I'll be nice and let you not be incapacitated on 2 wounds. 3 wounds. There you go. That's soak. I'll let you off just this once. You are on 3 wounds and shaken. Volker might be wrong, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Nice like that. Right. It's your go. You are going to remain shaken unless you want to spend a penny to unshake.
I'm going to. It's -3 on the rolls, isn't it?
Well, you spend a penny to automatically unshake, can't you?
Aye, but hang on. Let's see if we can timber shift. Combat. Spear. Right. Inventory. Weapons. Come on, where are you?
Yeah, I'm not convinced he's right about the conviction. He doesn't stand the rule, so that's why I retconned it on the fly.
What am I doing that? Right, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to switch weapons to a parry and then take the defend action.
You can spend a penny to unshake.
Yep. Just doing the doodah. Why is that being it's a bit on the slow? There you go. Now it appears. Right, so we spend a penny to unshake, and then we're going to take an action to do a defend. We switch weapons to the parry, foil, which gives you a bonus to parry, and then we'll see if we can sit it out.
I was getting my conviction bugged up with anything else. Okay. Oh, well, guard number 7's over here, isn't he? Well, he is going to.
Yeah, so 3 dice. There is a code. The code should find that.
Yeah, it's because it's conviction. Conviction adds up. Was my mistake, which is why I realised it and retconned it. I apologise for the confusion. I do believe. Oh, you've already counterattacked the horse. So have you got improved counterattack?
I have not, no.
Okay, that's the end of that one. Scarwall guard number 8 is over here, and we'll use the Masterwork Great Axe on Sassafras. Hitting, I suspect. Right.
Can I spend conviction before I roll my?
You most certainly can spend conviction before you soak. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you can spend it at any point.
Yeah. I thought you could. It's like a penny in that one, isn't it?
Mm.
And my rule is you can do it anyway. Yeah, spent at any time.
I'll spend another penny trying to get that done.
Aye, so conviction's a throwback to the early coloured chips and Deadlands, I think.
It is. It's the blue fate chip or the red fate chip.
Yeah, which is a much simpler way of doing it, isn't it?
That's going to be good enough for today, I guess.
2 wounds. Okie dokie. And that brings us to Leia, who has a gargoyle flapping around her head.
I should probably do something about that.
That's what he's got to say about that.
Wow, that's just rude. I am going to. I wonder if that would work. Let me just read how that works. Come on. Why isn't that opening?
Now.
Yeah. Nobody knows what that is.
My smothering shadows. I'm trying to open the description so I can read if I can try something with it, but the description is absolutely free. Oh, there, it's opened. It just opened directly over the conversation window and was very good at camouflaging itself. So that was me being a little bit blind. I do apologise. It says the area of effect is a medium blast template.
Yep.
Can I choose where that template is centered?
Within range. It's the blast power, so within the range that you want it to be, yeah.
Because basically what I want to do is I want to set off the blast above it, pushing it downwards towards me as I attack directly upwards, so the blast pushes it into my claws. So I effectively don't want to use the power to damage it, I just want to use the power to make it, spend the power points to make it vulnerable to my attack. Or something to that effect. What do you think?
You're using it as a test, aren't you? You're using it as a test.
You've gone very quiet, I can barely hear you.
Why?
Oh no, it's my fault. Go on, say that again.
You're using it as a test. It doesn't say greater, so it's just a standard success. So you're using it as a test. So I'm going to say the gargoyle has to make an agility check to avoid it. Which, does it have to beat it, or does it have to equal it? I never remember.
Has to equal it.
Yeah. So I'm afraid you do it, but unfortunately it does avoid it.
Never mind. I'll still go ahead with the other half.
Yeah.
I'll still go ahead with the jumping upwards and slashing it with my claws that I was going to do anyway.
Yeah, you don't need to. You can just jump without an athletics check. You can just hit it.
Cool. I'm trying to put pounce on, but my computer's bottom bar is covering the pounce powder. I don't suppose you'd put it on for me, would you?
Ooh, I don't know about that. Cost you a bit. And you're joking. There you go.
Thank you. I'm having both computer malfunction and brain malfunction issues getting in the way.
Know the feeling on both counts. I was like, right, so if I just reboot the computer that I'm using to let me remotely access the house and sort everything out. Oh, hang on, I didn't reboot it. I turned it off. That was me on Monday. It was a quick phone call to the wife who wasn't home when I wasn't going. I don't suppose you could go downstairs and turn the computer on behind the telly. Stupid.
Oh, dear.
If you turn it off and it's the one you use to remote access the house, you can't access the house.
Oh dear. Oh well, it looked cool, and I did incapacitate it. So, mission accomplished, and then I will move to
I
there.
can stop the gargoyle wings now because you killed it.
Did you put pounce on there? Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I asked for it. Yeah.
All right. You asked for it. Or did you do it? Or did he do it?
He did it because my computer wasn't letting me because my Windows bottom bar has popped up.
All right. Okay.
That's
just
what.
curious. I'm just curious.
I now figured out what it was that was the computer malfunction. My dog's paw had hit a key and tried to open Outlook. So it was both human error and canine error.
Yeah, that was it's running through my mind, but carry on.
I probably need to transfer all the characters out of this campaign. Right.
I don't know. Somebody needs to run a supers game or something like that. I don't know.
I'm running one at the moment.
I'll talk about it later.
A crossbow bolt narrowly misses, impacting into you, causing you to be shaken. As he didn't move enough to charge, so great axe attack. My dice were terrible at the start of the session. Now they're bloody dangerous.
They're on fire.
Yeah, so basically a crossbow bolt fires at you, distracting you enough for one of the Scarwall guards to get under your defences and basically try to cleave you in twain, Leia.
Before you do anything, Leia, have you spent any cards yet, or do you have
No.
cards? I've got a card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get an extra card
yeah.
play anyway for this.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna play Not Today. I love the way it actually played the critical failure tune for that card. I love it because I know why it does it, but it's a nice touch. Okay, so basically, as Scarwell guard number 3 comes in, basically he trips over the vines that were left over from that plant that you killed earlier, and he goes collapsing to the floor. Oh. Instead of cleaving you in twain.
I definitely prefer
dear.
that to the twain cleavage.
Oh dear. I've got a penny from the bad guys. Thank you, bad guys. Gastus is defending, so that's okay. I'm going to hit him with a great axe 3 times, I think. That's a miss. God unshake, so he can hit you with a great axe.
Sorry, who's getting hit with a great axe?
Me.
You are.
Oh no, you are.
Thaddeus.
I said
tell
Gaston.
you what. Tell you what.
I know I
think
said
I'm going
Gastus,
to-
but-
I think I'm going to die, so I'm just going to seize the day.
He sees the day. Okay, which means
please.
unfortunately they're on a joker as well, so you can't.
Yes,
It's an athletics roll off if you want to.
Yes,
You want to
but it's
act before them.
but it's better than nothing.
I agree.
It's
Gives
a
you the
last-
joke. Gives you the joker bonus at least. Okay,
So is the conviction running on me?
Conviction running on
Actually,
you.
I just gave Sassafras a return card that would work better than that, but mind you, you've already spent it now, haven't you?
No, but if you want that, but if you want to retroactively spend the money to reactivate, you just spend another. You got enough.
Well, I mean,
it really comes down to is whether you want to spend a conviction or a penny, doesn't it?
well, I've only got
That's right.
20 points of conviction left. Like,
Oh, yeah, that is a bit of a
No,
concern, isn't it? Yeah,
that's a
You're a
thing.
bit-
Yeah.
that is a
I'm
bit
not
of a
worried
concern.
anymore.
Can't we just
Um,
stack conviction? Let me pile 3 conviction on here.
Right.
It's so wrong that we even have a reason to ask that question.
Anyway, this is a big minus. So 6.
Okay.
Benny that.
Well, you get to act before the last guard. 'Cause
Get
he only
to act
rolled a
before
3.
the last guard.
I
Still get.
thought you were interrupting.
Yeah, still going to die. It's still a big minus on the roll.
It's only a -1 on the roll now because you got the Joker bonus.
Yeah, so we're going to try and break melee combat and not get them a free attack by teleporting.
Go for it.
And we'll try to bamf using after spending a ton of. Really. That's a critical failure with 3
That's
dice.
a critical failure with 3 dice, yes.
It's the code. We'll find it. I told you. Trust me on this. See, Wild Die was a 1, so it's looking for us. It's looking for her. That's it. It's now looking for it. As soon as that Wild Die is a 1, the code is activated.
Okay.
Oh, I got a joker. I didn't even notice.
Oh, you jammy so-and-so. Look at that. 3 great axes fail to hit you. Sassafras, you are no longer
My
shaken.
conviction, and my conviction is still going.
Your
I hate
conviction
to
is
say
still
that.
going.
And I've got a Joker bonus, so I'm going to multi-action here.
Go for it.
Making sure that Rudy is safe under my cloak. That'll take me 12. How far is it here for 12?
I've only got 2 jokers in the deck, and there's 3 on the combat tracker.
I'm gonna teleport into that room we left with Rudy.
Okay.
And my second action is I am drinking a potion of healing.
Sensible.
The greater healing, the one that'll take off 2 wounds. Let me find it. It should take care of my wounds.
Okay. I'm going to move the tracker on because Thaddeus has already had a go. So.
I still retain conviction.
Yeah, you do. That's why I'm not. That's why I deliberately wanted to move the combat tracker manually, so you didn't muck up your conviction. That was the point.
I am not remaining shaken. That's ridiculous.
I hate to say it, but I think I lose. I keep conviction, but I do lose defend.
You do because you can't defend me for
Yes.
being shaken. Yep.
Mm.
Oh no, it's not that. It's I didn't take an action to do it.
Yeah.
Defend only lasts a round. We have to defend every round.
You do.
As a full round action. And I tried to
Hey,
teleport.
Gastus,
And
you're bleeding onto your sartorial garments.
And Gastus grits his teeth and says, "Cadence balls, I haven't got time to bleed." And as if by magic, he heals. And it is, in fact, by magic.
Because you've got it's a mystic power rather than magical power.
It is a mystic power, yes.
Oh, you lay on hands on yourself, did you?
Yes.
I don't think we can talk about that. PG, it's a PG friendly version.
Definitely a Betty for that one. That was good.
Right, I think I'm going to smite evil.
That's an interesting one. Do you get to reroll? You only get to reroll one, not both of them technically, but it doesn't.
You only get to reroll. You only get to reroll misses.
Oh, but I thought it was a limit, but that's fine.
Yeah. Right, so we'll spend a Benny again anyway, just to try and get a hit out of this.
Yeah, you've got to nominate the target, and you get re-rolls against them. It's just because it looked like you, because they both miss. You do get to re-roll both. Ignore me, I'm being stupid.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing one on him and one on. I thought you were doing one on him and one on the guard. You weren't. That was my mistake. Hence my confusion. Okay, you've hit. Not.
And I've wounded him.
That's the first point of injury. That's the first wound he's taken. 4 bennies. He's got twice as many bennies as I have. Well, not anymore. He's only 3 bennies. He parries the blow. Great sword. Now clang, sizzle. A bit of your sword is dissolved.
Well, I've got 1 hit there, and I'll re-roll the miss when I've done the damage. And then the miss gets a free re-roll.
One wound taken. Harry, he tries to block the second blow, but your speed and precision means that he's basically under heavy attack there. However, he manages to parry your final attack. But that did cost him all 4 bennies. That did cost him all 4 bennies.
That's kind of the point. Right. Argenia. What's Argenia going to do? Argenia is going to zoom across the battlefield as fast as she can. Corkscrewing and cartwheeling as she does. Actually, let's move her a little bit further back because she's going to take sort of a route that lets her buzz Scarwall guard number 7.
Okay.
Which may have been a bad idea. No, she doesn't critically fail. She doesn't
critically
impale herself on a horn.
Which could have been unpleasant.
It could have been.
Okay, not Nerlot. Well, I do believe doesn't have a lot in the way of powers. He's just a fighter. So I think he's just going to have to I wish he had the smite good power. I shall Benny that. One of my GM bennies.
Ouch.
Yes. Oh. A devastating blow. As his great sword swings through your defences,
It is.
catching you.
I'll take the 1 wound.
Masterwork Great Axe attempts to take advantage of your lower defences and doesn't.
And as it, I believe,
Sorry,
I don't believe I can counterattack because I'm shaking.
because you're
can I?
shaken. You'd have to spend a Benny to unshake to counterattack.
No, we'll leave that. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to fire a crossbow bolt at the annoying gnome. Shit.
Where is he firing at me from? I'm beyond these doors.
They're open. He's just fast through the open doors, I'm afraid. Shakes you. You're on the other side of the pillar. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see, but he just fast a crossbow bolt. Okay. In that regard, I'm going to shoot you with a crossbow bolt. Miss. Scarwall guard number 3 is going to get up off the floor from being prone. So, and he is going to with great gusto and force swing his battle axe as hard as he can at you, hitting with a raise. Ooh!
I think could possibly be your best run of luck in a long, long time.
Bet you wish you hadn't played Otto now. Oh dear. These dice, my dice are scary today. But Leia's got 8 bennies, so as long as she doesn't as long as Leia doesn't critically fail. Yeah, okay.
You had to say it, didn't you? You need to soak.
Pre-soak, obviously. Oh, look at that!
That's better.
I'm impressed. I am very impressed. Total damage negation. Very impressed. And it's now your action.
I was going to say, for that, the first time everybody was shaking.
Yeah, Leia
Start the
Leia
field.
bamps out, of the attack and then go straight afterwards.
Bounces on. That's how she managed to avoid the blow as that huge great axe swung for where Leia was. She was too busy bouncing on top of him and crushing him to the ground.
Hmm.
See what this round holds.
No, the bad guy's got a joker again.
Oh no, it's not. And they're attacking. They're the ones on Thaddeus.
Unbelievable. And I argued to take my defend bonus off.
This might hurt. This really might hurt, Thaddeus.
Oh dear.
4 wounds, and he's bending and incapacitated. Somebody might have to cast stabilize here.
But you're fatigued
you might want to,
as well.
Yeah, you might want to use those bennies for your roll to not be incapacitated.
Yeah.
Well, actually, but no, we won't. So you reckon we should just take 4 wounds?
Well, you'll only take one of them because a wound incapacitates you. So the other wounds are irrelevant. But you'd have to soak 16. You'd have to roll 16 on your soak roll to not be incapacitated.
You're -4 on your any die rolls at the moment are -4.
Yeah. So yeah, just cleaver me to the ground.
Okay, we'll cleave you to the ground and we'll see what happens. I think you're okay.
I don't know. There's a cunning plan.
You do have an injury though. Where did they hit you?
24 hours of injury.
Or when all wounds are healed.
Injury table. Left leg.
He's limping.
He's limping. Yep, they basically slice the axe slices up deeply into your leg, and you basically collapse to the ground, losing consciousness. Okay, Scarwall guard number 5, therefore, will run. Getting a Joker enhanced horn bonus on Leia.
Rude.
Hitting you for 2 wounds.
Sorry, take the first result. It's the second time I've done that. Never mind. I get turned into the blow.
You must have done, yeah. I'm afraid, yep. That's a crit fail on that one. So you take 2 wounds.
Ow.
I don't wait to say that out loud because it spoils it.
Okay, and the other guard is obviously going to have to charge at Gastus then with a Joker's bonus. He might not reach Gastus. He won't reach Gastus. He might be able to smack into Majenko though. No, Majenko just flies out of the way.
Good Majenko.
Sassafras with her conviction unshakes.
And she's really mad at this guy because he was not supposed to be able to see her. And I will pay a whole bunch of power points here. But if he can see me, I can see him.
Oh, yeah, you can see him. Yeah. That's a hit. That's a lot of dice.
No, I'm going to Benny it one time.
can't say I blame you. That many dice to get a shaken. That's depressing.
That wasn't a raise with that though, right?
No, it was just a hit, not a race, I'm afraid. There's a 6 in there. What you needed.
Dead. Because then I'm going to peek around the door. I'm going to stay kind of undercover. And Rudy's hiding under my cloak because he hates this place. It just, if it's permeated with dark magic, he would feel that. He's fake.
Okay. So that's going to be 4, 5 power points. A kind of blurry, shadowy figure appears around Gastus, almost pantomiming his moves as he's fighting, as his blade tutor's spirit appears around him.
Nice.
Argenia is going to fly round past Gastus, healing him as the free action from the innate power.
It's not a free action, it's an action.
It's an action, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
as an action. And
Innate
then,
powers are actions.
good point. And then we'll carry on round past the Scarwall guard, heading towards the downed Thaddeus. Then we'll go back to Gastus.
This guy looks at Argenia as he boldly flies towards Thaddeus.
Mm-hmm.
Hit with a raise or not Nurlot and a miss,
Yes,
which you're allowed to re-roll
Which
because
I'll do,
You have to
do the
reroll
damage
now.
first.
Okay.
But I'll do the damage first, and then I'll re-roll it. And then I'll re-roll the miss.
Didn't soak the damage. I've got 1 penny left, so I'll see what you do with the other one. Only got 1 penny left. I'll spend my last penny trying to deal with that one. Okay. I think. Oh, he had a penny left. Oh, well, that's my mistake. Down he goes.
Right, now since I've got enough movement to get between the two, can I do my frenzied attack on both Scarwall Guards 7 and 6? Or do I have to be adjacent to both of them when I do the attack?
You have to have a range of. Oh, hang on. I do believe you can move. Can't you can move as a free action.
Mm.
So.
But does all the attack have to be at the point I can move and attack and then move?
No, sorry. Yeah, no. I think they'd have to if you'd had to position yourself so they're both 1 inch away from you to be able to do them simultaneously. I would say.
No problem. So I will just attack this one I'm next to with my offhand. That's a hit and a miss. I think I'll use Smite Evil a second time to get a reroll on that one in just a sec. If I need to, which I probably do.
I know. How many foes can you declare it on? I know it's 1 at a time, but I know it's
one per rank. 1 per rank per combat.
That's it. No, it's just I want to remember these things because I'm supposed to know them.
Yeah, so I can do it at the moment. I'm heroic, so I can do it 4 times per combat.
Yeah, I knew it. I know you can do it more than once. I just couldn't remember what the deciding thing was, and of course it's rank. Oh, 1 point away from shaking him.
Even though he's unharmed, I'm still going to maneuver around him.
Okay, not leaving his area of effect. Therefore, reach. Therefore, do that.
I've got some pants adventure cards, but I'm going to dish them out anyway because I can't play them.
Okay, Scarwall Guard 7 is actually going now. You'll probably get your free attack on him.
I'm hoping so.
Probably that
I
one.
thought that
that
9.
one.
I thought that 9 might have actually got you, but it doesn't. You get your counter attack.
I get my counter attack.
I'm just going to randomly chuck my cabs out to people.
You'll be up in a minute because if Virginia is going to heal you, you'll be up. Right, it should be over soon.
Yeah, I'm chucking my cabs out because this might count as a good deed.
Mm.
Doesn't unshake because of the wounds. She's got 7 bennies, so.
I have a feeling Leia might unshake anyway, because with a Benny use.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I reckon so. Well, it's not
7
looking short
bennies.
then, is it?
With 7.
Can I drag it off? Why can't I pick
What?
up my bennies? Ah, there we go. I wonder if I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Cool. Right, you bar stewards. Multi-action. Counts.
Right. Now, the GM is out of bennies again.
1. Oop. Come on.
But he puts the
1
cards
for
in, so-
you.
Nice.
And 1 for you. Miss?
6
Well,
bennies.
I can bury
So-
that.
Session ending 3 minutes ago.
Don't worry, I intend to use them. Die, you bar steward. Right, there, claws. Put them in order.
Your dice have gone. Oh, there you go. There's a 12.
There it is. And I think I'll benny the damage as well. I have to use lots and lots and lots of bennies.
Oh, 2 8s.
That was
There
a lot
we
of
go.
bennies. That was a lot of bennies to put down 1 extra, but it was worth it in the end.
Yeah, it was.
And
Sometimes you
move
just gotta
now,
do it. Gustus appears to be fine again. Is Majenko actually in combat there?
Majenko is in combat, and
Majenko
Thaddeus is
is
the one
in combat.
that's out.
Thaddeus is incapacitated, lying on the floor in
Okay.
a bloody zone.
One of those bad guys standing over and planning on killing him, presuming.
Majenko will.
Majenko's feeling really brave. They'll fly away anyway. Look, there's blood everywhere. I'm sure Thaddeus doesn't have that much blood in him.
He's going to attack and leave. To go to Thaddeus.
That's a hit.
Yay.
With a raise.
Oh well, it was a valiant effort.
It was.
And he'll fly up and over to go to Thaddeus.
No problem at all. So that's for us. Can you make a spirit check for me, please? Oh, that's fine, thank you. Thaddeus, your conviction is about to expire.
I think we'll maintain that for some reason. So we'll spend a penny to maintain my conviction.
Yep. and
Just in case you might need to make any more rolls to resist further injuries.
Indeed.
So that's me then. That's a fast done.
Well, at least you got to do something. Scarwall guard number 7 removes his shaken, swings his great axe at Gastus.
Don't I have the
And
dying
misses.
condition? Wasn't I supposed to make a roll there?
No, because you're not
You-
bleeding out.
You're not
Oh,
bleeding out.
Right. Oh,
No,
lucky.
if you remember, you
lucky
rolled
man.
your conviction kicked in on your I don't want to die saving vigor roll rather,
Yes,
and
yes.
you rolled really well. So you're just lying there unconscious. The guard is shaken again.
Yep.
Brings us to Leia.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with Majenko dealing with Thaddeus, healing Thaddeus as much as possible.
Just one wound.
Well, that's better than nothing, isn't it? And this one that actually tried to have a go at my dragon, you messed with the wrong person's pet, mate. Oh, yeah. You got it coming
In
to you
case of
now.
hemorrhage, award pennies all around. Oh, okay.
But the GM gets one.
Mm.
Thaddeus, you are no longer incapacitated, but you are prone.
I throw myself across the ring and rip his head off.
Looks like it. This would be what. Oh no! So like I say, is this going to be one of the cases where you get an amazing to hit and then roll 2 damage, or 3 damage because it'd be 3 dice? Okay, you incapacitate the Scarwall guard.
I do indeed.
Brings us to Gastus.
Gastus is going to run this round just in case, because I don't want to be short. But we will try and finish off this shaken guy here, which hopefully I'll be able to do. Well, here's me hit with a raise.
Which hopefully you won't need to re-roll. Oh dear. Yes, you might want to re-roll your miss, but I don't. No, you don't need to.
Okay. Then I will run over to this one.
And if you crit fail, obviously you slipped on the blood.
Yeah.
And do a Rannick. I see 3 1s there.
Indeed. But not all in the right place. All the right numbers, not necessarily in the right place. So we'll have the hit with a raise, and then I will activate my 3rd Smite Evil for the combat.
That's fine. Not that you need
Well, I
it.
might not need. Not that I need it. Okay.
There we
Then,
go.
as a limited free action, I will spend a
Touch
penny,
Thaddeus.
spend 5 power points
Yep.
to heal Thaddeus 2 wounds,
Okay.
which I think brings him absolutely back up to fine.
Which means I think the bad leg goes away as well, doesn't it?
It does, because all of his wounds are healed.
Yep.
And then Argenia is somewhat concerned about what's been going on over here. So Argenia is going to come over here
Yes.
and use Minor Detect Arcana and have a look around.
Well, we should leave it there. There appears to be an invisible, intangible humanoid standing behind Sassafras.
It's behind you.
Which is exactly what Argenia screams out in Draconic.
The invisible, intangible individual behind Sassafras happens to look like that.
I thought
Oh.
it might.
It's Eddie's missus again.
And that is
Yeah,
where we shall. That's where we shall leave it today.
Although, don't we have somebody with a renowned card? And a
We
card
do.
play?
We did get rid of an umbral dragon, which is probably considered a good deed.
Hmm.
I will concede that is very much the case.
I'd play folk hero, but I'm not sure if he's going to allow that one at this stage.
So there's no one here to be a folk hero too, I don't think.
That's exactly
the
why I didn't
problem.
think it
And
would.
I agree. Defeating a dragon is a definite good use of folk hero. Unfortunately, in this castle, no one would care. But anyway, we
Yeah.
shall leave it there. I had a lot of I had a lot of fun, and then I thought I got a bit concerned, and I might have overstacked the O against you there. On paper, it's just the dice, because on paper you should have got through that fight a bit quicker. I didn't want it to be easy, but I wanted it to be, you know what I mean? But
it's nice. It's nice that you know, because otherwise, you know, it's nice that the characters have been snatched away. You're not really that overpowered, you know.
Oh yeah, indeed. So anyway, we shall leave it there. Shall see you all next Tuesday. I do believe I have a Rippers game on Sunday, so I better prep for that. Take care, everyone. I had a lovely time.
Cheers. Good night.